Ain't no room to talk about that. We're already up to losers semifinals of this bracket already, ladies and gentlemen. Xavier going up against your boy, JT. And it's going to be a good showmanship of shows for all of you here at Pokemon Stadium is the pick. Let's get into it, Chris.
Let's do it.
Those are so nice. Yeah.
Yeah, man, this is gonna. I think this will be a good set here. I think your boy JT has actually been doing pretty well in these brackets. I do remember putting him in a top 8 graphic. I can't remember what place in the past couple weeks. And then Xavier is a newer name to me. I don't know if Xavier's entered these brackets yet, but this Wii Fit Trainer has actually been pretty solid and. You know, pretty much all the things that you would expect to see from a Wii Fit Trainer. All the deep breathing. Yep, there's some. All the F smashes, all the soccer balls. Really good command over this character, and I think you said this earlier, Nintunis, that people still really sleep on this on Wii Fit Trainer, but the character itself is really good. Does have that cheater dynamic in what you call it, deep breathing.
Wii Fit has the reputation that they do. Not even just because people sleep on this character, Chris. It's also, as that F-Tilt does not take stock.
Really?
It's because the ones that don't sleep on Wii Fit don't know the matchup. Because nobody plays this character.
That's a good point. It is hard, because the traditional Wii Fit, like the traditional playstyle is literally just the camp ledge.
Yeah.
But the thing is I don't think in this game, like that sort of originated in Smash 4. This game, I feel like it doesn't have to be that way as much, and we're kind of seeing it here. I think Xavier actually got the foot on the gas a lot more than I actually see a lot of other Wii Fit trainers. Not that I see many, but I do constantly see Xavier engaging and pretty much staying on top of his opponents, including your boy JT here. Has been kind of very up close and personal, and I think with that deep breathing, boy JT's shield was getting pretty small, but... Okay, yeah. Salute in the sun. That is a dead Wario.
Yeah. I feel like this is where it's going to really... I feel like this is where like the monomyth of this gameplay is going to come from on the part of your boy JT, because from a long range, I think that's where Wii Fit is going to really thrive the most, if I'm being completely honest, because I mentioned it a million times every time this guy was on stream, but every time this Wii Fit was on stream, I should say. Crossing up Wii Fit is typically a big no-no, because, you know, they have a lot of moves that hit on both sides of them. But Wario has some of the best airspeed in the game. And he was actually, I don't know if you saw this, your boy JT went for a back air. The back air crossed up, and he was far enough away where F-Tilt wasn't going to be able to reach already. So that in itself is kind of huge in this matchup. The fact that Wario can still do stuff like that and have that sort of standard game plan that really doesn't work with too many other characters against a character like Wii Fit, I suppose. Being able to cross up this character in a traditional way is kind of huge. So that's one good thing that Wario is going to have in this matchup going up against Wii Fit right here. And, yeah.
It is hard to cross up Wii Fit Trainer. Very hard, in fact, because so many of even the normals hit front and back. So there's a good chance that any button out of shield might actually, especially with deep breathing, might actually spell disaster for you if you're the one approaching.
And on top of that, you know, Wario being one of this game's heavier characters as well on top of it. Still living that forward throw at 175% with deep, actually getting the deep breathing now, I should say. That's another thing that I feel like Wario will have going for them in this matchup, is that they'll live a lot longer and have that mobility on top of them. That also assists in letting them cross up a character like Wii Fit, which not too many other characters can do, so... Wario seems like he's got the tools. The question is, will he be able to keep his composure, not lose patience against the patience tester?
Yeah, I mean, Wii Fit, if anything, is definitely a patience tester. There's so many moves just designed to keep you at a distance. And Xavier hasn't really been playing to that degree, but still has been keeping the distance, finally getting taken out by that motorcycle, and not after a pretty good amount of damage on your boy. So we'll see if Waft not online yet, so that kill condition, I'm pretty sure he blew Waft in that last stock, right?
He did.
Yeah. So we're going to be waiting a little while till it comes back. I don't know how, I actually have no idea how long it takes to charge, and I don't even know how strong half Waft is, or if it's viable right now, but...
I believe, if we're speaking earnestly and fully here, off the top of my head, I think to fully charge, it's something like 1 minute and 50 seconds or like 2.5 minutes, one or the other.
Yeah, a lot of times you'll see Wario's camp for that, but I do see him glowing or flashing yellow, so it looks like something is online, and this could be exactly what JT needs. If he could find the confirms into it, and might actually be on the way. Looking for the up tilts. And there it goes again. I think he was expecting a roll in.
Not sure, my friend, but either way, he's going to get that dash attack. Still living, but the volleyball, oh my God, still alive.
I cannot believe he's still alive.
Wow. This is what I'm talking about, man. Wario has that, you know, interesting factor of being such a heavy character. You know, on top of the fact of having insane mobility. There aren't too many characters that have that, let's say Yoshi. But yeah, one too many right there. The reverse F tilt going to do it. Not that it matters that it was reversed, but either way, he's going to get it. He's going to kill Wario off the side right there. Beautiful stuff on the part of the Wii Fit trainer here. The legend Xavier. Let's take a look at this play once again. He's hanging out on stage.
Yeah, I mean...
just breaking through the zone with the back air.
Yeah, I mean, really just well played in general by Xavier. I think JT actually really good game one. It's just landing those waft confirms are going to be very pivotal for him because he basically, you know, waft is the move you're looking for if you're Wario, like quite literally the move. So the thing is, we got to see him miss that twice, and those are 2 times where that probably would have been the difference. You know what I mean? Probably would have went from that, you know, he would be the one in the lead right now, essentially, in the set. But so I think that is going to have to be something that gets tightened up a lot moving forward if he's looking to get through the set. All the same, though, I feel like Xavier's doing a great job sort of steering clear of any of that stuff that Wario can do. And understandably so. You gotta.
You got him, my friend. It's steering clear of Wario is the name of the game, but, like, you can't steer clear of him too much, because if you do too much, then, you know, the waft just charges longer, and you give him more time to do that, and it's like sort of the moral coil against a character like Wario. It's like, do I stay away and let him charge, like, my inevitable death, or do I face it head on early on and, like, snipe it before it can even come out on that front? And if I die, I die. You know, it kind of reminds me of, what is that movie, kind of reminds me of Braveheart, you know? Kind of reminds me of Braveheart. So, you know, like, fight, yes, fight, run, you may live, fight, you may die.
Yeah, I guess that is kind of true. The thing is I mean, because camping out until you have waft is definitely a strategy you'll see with some Wario's, and understandably, it is literally your win condition in a lot of cases. So yeah, as much as you don't want to engage, you kind of have to. You definitely have to play around the waft. Xavier was successful in that last game with that, but you know, if JT is able to find any of those confirms, though, I think that game one looks so different. So we'll see if he's able to get that done in game 2 at the very least. This is only best of 3, so he's gonna have to if he wants to keep going.
For sure, my friend, for sure. And with the good power of Google, turns out I was right the first time. It is 1 minute and 50 seconds.
Wow.
About 110 seconds to be precise for the Wario Waft to charge. Which makes sense. 2.5 seemed like a pretty long time. Yeah. But here you go, your boy. Finally. Oh, wow.
Okay.
That actually lagged just a little bit on my end. I thought the dash attack beat that out, but no, the F-tilt stuffing out the dash attack of Wario right there to be able to take the stock.
That F-tilt really feels like it has a lot of priority. Like, a lot.
Against Wario's dash attack, though?
I mean, I agree. I think it's confusing, but it just seems like I see that move triumphant more often than I don't. Wii Fit F-tilt, I mean.
We could get more priority with deep breathing or something?
Maybe. That might be a thing. But there we go. JT finally taking out Xavier after 190-something%.
Woo-wee. Hanging tough, though. Waft looking like it's just about fully charged here. Only 0% on Xavier. You know that Waft is going to come out at some point, ladies and gentlemen. Down to only 2 stocks. This is where it gets interesting, man, because, like, up close is where, like, either of these characters can beat each other to the punch, but at the end of the day, Waft is still on deck, and it's something that Xavier is very much going to have to watch out for here. Because you know that YaBoiJT is going to be looking for it. He's, you know, I mean, it's even in stocks, but he's still relatively far down in percent. You see him even fishing for those up airs right now to try to get that confirm, as you're going to see more and more warriors, more and more Warriors, more and more warriors to search for on that front, because as we all know, late up tilt waft isn't as much of a thing anymore because the late up tilt doesn't exist. But that strong up tilt does, ladies and gentlemen. That's still there, and it still confirms into the wafts. Your boy JT is taking the lead.
Yeah, and that was exactly what that is exactly what we're talking about, exactly what JT needed. So that is going to be pretty big for him going into this last stock. At the very least, things very even at this point. Although not having waft for this last stock, not optimal. You're going to have to be able to stall out for another minute if you want it again. But there are other ways for Wario to kill. Although at the current track that Xavier's on, looking pretty good for Wii Fit.
I love Xavier. We're trying to read the Tekken right there with the falling neutral air, because if he landed it, he would have been able to get a huge punish. And even if he missed, you know that your boy JT was going to have to tech away and therefore lose stage control to get it. It was just a beautiful option to pick for multiple reasons. And the back air, not going to do it yet. I got to say, your boy JT's DI, been immaculate, living the dash attack too. Same situation he was in at the end of that first game, Chris. Let's see if he'll be able to just keep it going a little bit longer. If he'll be able to maybe get half waft here, which you know he's searching for right now with these up airs. My God.
A little bit more percent, but yeah, deep breathing F tilt. I don't even think that was deep breathing at that point. I think it wasn't. Just, yeah, he was holding on to deep breathing for a bit, but yeah, F tilt's still pretty strong on its own. So that is going to be Xavier moving on after, pretty solid performance by JT. It's just the thing, I really do think it just comes back early to that game one. Like, he lands that waft there, but like that was what was lacking in game one. So just a little bit too little too late in the case of your boy JT, but otherwise hard fought set. And that is going to be Xavier moving on.
Indeed, ladies and gentlemen, indeed. Beautiful stuff on the part of Xavier to take it out. I love the way that Xavier chose to maintain their stage presence right there. Out of any tech options that he forced your boy JT into. It's a really good thing, no matter what character you play, to not only be able to react to tech options if you can, but to also know just which ones are more optimal in any given situation. He back-aired your boy JT into a tech chase, a tech situation, right? And instead of just chasing him where he was, instead he did the smasher thing, which is the right thing to do, and decided to put out a hitbox where he thought he was going to be, trying to read him. And it was such a good read, even though it didn't work, which I know makes no sense, but let me explain it in a second. It was such a good read, even though it didn't work, because if he landed it, he would have been able to get a huge punish off of a Wii Fit falling neutral air, probably get another one, and then another one after that, get a ton of damage on him. But it was a tech roll read in stage. And as a result, your boy JT knew they couldn't get hit by that, and instead had to roll away back to the corner. So basically, Xavier lands it, gets a ton of damage. If he misses, forces your boy JT into the corner out of putting out a hitbox where he wasn't even at. Very, very big brain option right there on the part of Xavier right there.